The title is a way of removing an element that interferes with the subject. And it comes from one of the films in the exhibition, Unsupported Transit. Toward the end of that film, it's in a description of a certain way in which long exposures are used in time-lapse photography, specifically in relation to how time-lapse photography is then used to document the progress of construction sites. And it also in some way relates the image that that you will find in relation to this title on the website is of a large LED board with a kind of erased bell in front of it. And this LED board is from the main space of the Shenzhen Stock Exchange, the space where new companies listed on the exchange will be like celebrated basically. When a new company enters the exchange, they will hold this ceremony in this space. It's called the Listings Hall. And so it's a kind of completely ceremonial space to some extent. It's a space for the production of images, and these kind of images of, you know, like companies celebrating their entry onto the market. And the bell that hangs there, of course, it comes from a moment, like to have a bell in the stock exchange actually did serve a purpose a long time ago, maybe even not that long ago, to sort of indicate the start of the day and the closing of the day to all those who are trading as a kind of simultaneous, you know, a sort of like, it begins now, everybody, you know, starts at the same time. And this, of course, is not, it's no longer necessary. In fact, it wouldn't really work, because the way that trading is done now is on such a kind of micro level in relation to time that you know, the very time it would take to, you know, actually strike this bell, already you would have you know, thousands of exchanges taking place just within that kind of interval. So so this is the other kind of element that is maybe interfering with the subject. To go back to that title, this kind of idea, which is very much linked to the bell of a stock exchange as a place where you know, you have these people running around with paper and you know, making deals with each other. So both of these works, and there's a third work which is more a kind of presentation of a part of research for a project that I am currently working on. It's a new film which is really part of, all three of these works are part of a kind of singular project that is approached from different angles. The first two set in Shenzhen at the Stock Exchange there. The last one is going to be set in the grain hall of the old Amsterdam Stock Exchange, the Beurs van Berlage, which was built in the beginning of the 20th, end of the 19th, beginning of the 20th century. Yeah, I won't go too much into that because it's very much in production, but there is a small presentation of research that relates to that project.